So another reason why I drew these templates is you can kind of judge where the arc is going to be based on the top of this center circle right here. And then it's not going to follow the exact shape of that circle, but it's going to flay out at the edges. You can kind of see where the edges of this eyebrow kind of end is going to be the extent of your eyeball here. This is where it's going to cut off. You don't want your eyebrow to go too close to your eye. You want the bottom to be generally where you drew it, where you drew this line, and then you're just going to draw in a back and forth motion like that, just lightly right now. So now that you got that down, the center part of your eyebrow is actually a lot thicker than the flaying out edge pieces. So you can start to do is you can draw the center part a little bit thicker. And another thing is the center of your eyebrow, or the center line of the arc, is darker because there's more hair towards the center of your eyebrow. And then as you get closer to the outer edges of your eyebrow, it's a lot lighter, so you can leave that. And then you can also thicken up your eyebrow if you want to, depending on how much hair you want, how shaven you want your eyebrow, or how bushy you want your eyebrow. It's going to be different for every person, because top lid is going to be about halfway between your brow and your eyeball itself. But you don't want it too high because it's not super big, but it's going to follow just a little bit bigger of an arc than your eyeball itself. And look at that. At the full extent of looking up, your iris actually forms the top lid. The top lid's going to be a little bit of a flap over your eyeball itself. So it's going to have a bit of shading at the top of it, but not too much because it's not super large. Normally you want to erase these template lines, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to finish up by shading up and finishing up the eye, just overall. So you can start to figure out or define the darker parts of your eye and just go over them a little bit more darker. Just to add as much kind of shading, and really the more you work at the shading, the more detail you're going to get out of the eye, until you get sort of that spherical shape that you want. And then, like I said, the top part of your eye is going to be a little bit darker. The around the cornea is going to be a little bit darker. Around the pupil is going to be a little bit darker. Around the lids. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Alright, thanks.